Welcome to this Wellness Wisdom Update. I'm Tiffany Brownbush, and I help the superwoman that feels fat, frazzled, and fed up to transform to a flawless FRL diva. And yes, that's different than what I normally say at the beginning of one of these. I was working with somebody recently, and he said, I don't want, and excuse my mouth, but I don't know what in the hell it is that you do. And I said, well, I help super women live fit with happy hormones. I say that all the time. And he said, exactly. I don't know what it is you do. I know that you and your husband get great results with people. I need a little bit more details. And I said, well, I know you know that crazed, frazzled, busy female. I said, I teach the superwoman how to improve lifestyle and nutrition choices. So instead of feeling so miserable and just uncomfortable in her body, she is balancing her hormones for one. She's correcting her digestion. The big one, losing fat weight. Also important, alleviating that sense of, I'm constantly stressed, anxious, or I'm sad, feeling depressed, all the while improving her energy so she's feeling more energized, she can be more active and work out. He says, okay, so you're like a body whisperer. I said, ooh, I like that. Okay, yeah, as long as we understand that if we're gonna call me that, at the end of it, she's transformed. She is a fit for life diva. She started out as that frazzled superwoman, but that kind of captures where we're going. And so I thought, okay, let me share that with everyone, share this with my clients, but also I want to talk to you about the typical client that comes to Fit for Life. Not the typical client, one of many types of clients that fits a certain profile. Yes, I'm an integrative mental health therapist. So what I get a lot these days are people who are interested in working with me because of the therapeutic piece. And we're gonna use Anne as our case study here. Anne came to me because, and this is not her real name, and a few details have been changed, but she came to me because she was binge eating. She felt out of control with her cravings. She was always craving sugar, starchy stuff, and she would eat secretly. People wouldn't know that she was eating certain things, and she would eat large quantities. So on top of the binge eating, she had a weight problem. Because she was eating such large quantities and not active. She was always tired, lacking energy, body aches, that kind of thing. She had about 60 to 75 pounds to lose, okay? But she was coming to me because she wanted help with the binge eating. And I was taught to just work with someone from a therapeutic perspective on, okay, why are you binging? What's going on? What happened in your childhood? Those kinds of things. Let's look at, that therapeutic model. But because of my background and my training, I look at people holistically. And I say, all right, well, what is going on? Why is she binging? If we look at this from a hormonal perspective, what are her menstrual cycles like? What are her hormones like? Does she sleep okay? Does she wake up feeling refreshed? Because there are hormones involved in all of that. What is her blood sugar like? What is her cholesterol like? Is her cholesterol panel where it should be? What do her triglycerides look like? Because these things feed into this idea of binging as well. And when we start to unearth all of that, her hormones are very much out of whack. She has fibroids. She's got, elevated blood glucose and triglycerides. So there are things going on that need to be brought back into control that are being exacerbated by the fact that she is binging. On top of that, she's always struggled with mood imbalances her whole life, and she's always had irregular menstrual cycles and problems with bowel movements. So she was somebody who was going to the bathroom once every 2 to 3 days instead of going to the bathroom once a day. So nutrition was a huge piece. So we have the FRL challenge coming up, and the protocols that I use in the FRL challenge are very much about whole food, removing allergens, food rotation, not eating the same foods every single day, and using those foods to heal the body while removing foods that create havoc. a lot of these foods have addictive properties or aspects or characteristics as well, and they can cause problems with the brain, cause emotional disturbances, and exacerbate gut issues. You're starting to see, excuse me, starting to see how it's a holistic model that I have an option. I can say, yes, we'll work on the mental piece, or I can say, you know what? There's a lot going on. And the fact that you have a yeast overgrowth, you've always had dandruff, you've had intermittent issues with yeast infections, yeast causes cravings, you have these hormone imbalances, you work too hard, you don't have enough help with the kids, your husband's really busy. Maybe that's all playing into what's going on with you feeling depressed at times and binging. Let's work on getting some tests run, finding out what's going on with your gut and your hormones, changing your diet, putting you on a protocol very similar to the F4L challenge, giving you the supplements that are going to balance your brain, amino acids, and balancing your neurotransmitters. And then let's see what goes on there. I will talk to you. I will support you. I will coach you. I will give you therapeutic interventions till the cows come home. But I bet you an amount of money, if I can get your body balanced, all that talk therapy, it'll take hold better. It'll work more effectively. We won't be doing it for as long as maybe you normally would. And I am happy to report that Ann ultimately ended up losing 40 pounds. The depression was alleviated. The chronic yeast went away. There was a chronic yeast issue going on. Her binging, she's still an emotional eater. We still have some things that we have to work on there. But her binges went away, completely subsided. Able to exercise, has energy, going to sleep at a normal time, waking up feeling more refreshed. And so she was a therapeutic client, and I used the tools that I had available to me that were more holistic to help her get turnaround. So I want to, just kind of bring this all back together and explain that's the FRL model. That's how the FRL challenge works. That's how the food ties in. That's why somebody who has the designations and background and training and education that I do would pull all these things together, because the physical is not separated from the mental. What we eat, what we do, how we take care of ourselves, what's going on a hormonal level, on a microbiome or flora or bacterial level, all those things play in together. And if you look at it as kind of this beautiful kind of symphony, this holistic experience, it can make a tremendous difference in your life. So anyway, I wanted to jump in and share some of this today. Please like this video. Please share it, because somebody could be dealing with something that you think would be unrelated to, what I address or what we work on. And then I get them in my office and it's like, honey, it's all tied together. So please share the video, like it, like I said, and visit the websites. The addresses are underneath the video. Go to the websites. And until next time, live fit.